Look at that moon. Hey, how you doing? I've decided to head back via one of my favorite drives since I was in the neighborhood. This is Caw Drive, K32. And the sun is really bright. I probably got it harsh. This is beyond the capabilities of a camera. The dynamic range is too far. The shadows and the light. Uneventful night. And other than that, really nothing. Beautiful morning. The weather is nice. It's a lot cooler than the end of last week. Those thunderstorms that came through over the weekend really helped. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to see a train. If I do, I'll hit the record button, but obviously I'm probably not going to see one coming this way, not be able to pace a train, but maybe one will come at me. Well, anyway, time to head back. This is our live shot location this fine, beautiful July 4th morning. They're having a picnic here today and fireworks display starting at 3. And then the fireworks like later, around 9ish. Everything is decked out for the 4th. Fortunately, last night stayed relatively calm, so we're not on anything involving violence or anything stupid like that. So yeah, it's 4th of July. Look at the sunrise this morning. Ooh ah. Coffee. Check out the art. Coffee. What's wrong, Spella? What's wrong, huh? Oh, pair of beady eyes. What's the matter? Boom, boom, boom. Yep, I know my audio is probably terrible, but we're coming up on our scene. I gotta run out really fast and try and get video because I don't want to be out here in the rain doing this. So, of course, they got it blocked about 10 miles back. Oh, let's find a safe place to do this. No outlet. This is a safe place right here. Woo. coming down. What, you don't like coconut juice? Jugo de coco. You don't like coconut juice? Huh? You don't like coconut juice?
I don't really have much for that.
Huh?
I don't have an answer to that. I might save it for tomorrow, actually.
I'll drink it.
If I can open it.
Coconut juice. Yum.
It's just right there.
It's a drink you can chew.
Really?
I like the skies this time of year. July and August. Very pretty. It's actually somewhat of a rainy season around here when it's a good year. Not titty twister, but derecho. You have to remind me to give your sister a derecho when we get home. No, you don't have to remind me. I just do it.
I was to say, why do you need to remind me when she just
Well, she usually
reminds you herself?
she reminds me. She usually comes up to me and starts poking and messing with me, and then I feel obliged to give her a derecho. Get across here. I always feel like in this intersection I'm going to get clobbered. People just won't wait, but I don't know if that's been ever proven. The ASB bridge and our pretty skies, storm clouds everywhere. Even down in Texas, I always love the skies in the summer, July and August in Texas. Then by September it changes into something more dismal.
I think there's another coconut juice in there.
Coconut juice. I hope so. Nice and chilled. Alrighty. After yesterday's storms, the weather is so gorgeous right now. Very little humidity, and even though temperatures are in the low 70s, it feels nice, like the air conditioner's been turned on. And yeah, Haven't been here ever. Got Pole Works and Savage Bar, whatever it's called. Tattoo place. This is where we're doing our live hits. Talking about West Bottom's development. And Cafe is moving down here. Well, they're not moving, they're opening another shop. So I'm gonna try that out. Maybe tomorrow on First Friday. I forgot about First Friday. I love these old fronts. And we're talking about the development here. And there's the old Stockyards building. And the Golden Ox, though it shut down for a while, is reopened. So lots of development, which is nice. Cafe is moving up north, more by the Beast. And here's our live setup. Woohoo! Hey, how you doing? I thought one of these days I should do a nighttime tour of Independence Avenue, sometimes referred to as the Avenue or the Boulevard. Years ago, some friends and I think it was about 2010, we did a walking tour, and then we put it in a blog, and we called it the American Dream Factory, because a lot of immigrants come here and start businesses here and put their kids through college, and and it creates the first generation of Americans who can take advantage of the opportunities here and be successful and everything. Although in many ways, this avenue can be pretty grim. There are a lot of neighborhoods to the north that are beautiful. The northeast area, that, is kind of mixed between low rent and obviously high crime areas and beautiful old Victorian mansions. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. It's kind of annoying. Here's the world famous Independence Avenue Bridge. It takes out all the overheight trucks. It's a low railroad bridge. But unfortunately, what this street has become known for at night is the prevalence of prostitutes. I'm going to turn my scanner back on. So the weather is quite beautiful right now, and so there's going to be a lot of people out at night. I don't want to present this image or try and be like I'm trying to exploit the things that go on here for my own entertainment purposes. That's not what I do at all. But I do come through here at night because there's quite a few crimes that take place here, and so every so often it's good to patrol through here and check what's going on. But for the most part, there's a lot of people that wander around, a lot of homeless, houseless vagrants, three separate categories there: homeless, houseless, or vagrants who come out here at night. A lot of people that have drug problems, alcohol problems, kind of walk around at night. That includes women and some men who are a part of the sex industry, sex workers who come out at night and ply these streets. I know that the police have taken some efforts quite often to patrol this area, and Vice has come out here and tried to break up the activities that happen here and bust people, but unfortunately I think what that does is it pushes the activities into the neighborhoods. And just because you'll see people walking around here doesn't mean they're necessarily part of the negative things that happen on this avenue. There are quite a few people who live around here who are just trying to get from point A to point B. So don't think every time you see a woman walking on the sidewalk by herself, she's a sex worker. That's not necessarily true either. But I'm surprised because, a lot of times when I come through here, there'll be somebody walking down the middle of the street, not quite with it as far as, not quite 100%, I guess, healthy in their minds. That so far we've gone down this street and haven't seen much of anything. We've seen a few people walking around, but there have been times I've come down this street and it's just like one block after another of just weirdness happening. But for the most part, you go down the street and it's like it is now.
Woodland Road.
I'm not going to sit and point out people and say, hey, I think she's a this or that or the other thing, or he's a... No, I'm not going to do that because that's just being judgy, and it may not be true. And, you shouldn't judge people. I talked about the American Dream Factory, the positives. Up here is a place where, maybe we passed it already, where the Somalis have created a little mall for themselves, and people have come out of Somalia, and a lot of them are Muslim, and they come here in this area, and they work hard, and they have really made a community for themselves. And we have up ahead here, road construction that has blocked off a part of the avenue. And probably a good place to end this, although when you go over one block, there's some shelters for the homeless, and so there's a lot of people in dire need of assistance, of housing and everything, and possibly even help for the reasons why they are in their current situation, whether it be drug abuse, alcohol abuse, or all of the above, and possibly mental illness or other disabilities which have put people on the street. And it's not a great thing for our country when we see people living on the street because they have a disadvantage like a mental illness or disability. However, I've traveled around the world some, and I've seen it in a lot of other places in the world, and a lot worse than here in America. So, not necessarily an excuse, but right around here is where I have to make the detour There's a corner where, yeah, right there. And as a matter of fact, that corner tells me where I need to make a detour because I often miss the street. The other street, I don't understand it. It's like the actual detour is another street, but when you get to the end, it says no left turn, which makes no sense to me because you're making the detour so you can make a left turn and get back on the avenue. This park here, there's a lot of homeless, houseless, and vagrants that live in here, and there's been a lot of problems with that, and I think the police and the city have come through and pushed them out, which I don't think is necessarily the answer, but I don't have a better answer, so anyway. And once you cross over the bridge for the northeast side of the downtown loop, you're basically in a completely different neighborhood. You've transitioned from northeast to Columbus Park, and Columbus Park is a very interesting neighborhood, and that's where I'll just end this right now, and hopefully it recorded right. Well, it's Friday, the end of another week. Window open, yeah, I know. I ignored that the other day and the window really was open. We were live at Arrowhead Stadium. More Taylor Swift stuff. And now I'm going to have some coffee, which is actually not a good thing for me, but it's Friday. I'm going to have some coffee. Admire the art.
Hello. Okay, cool.
We are picking up the Navion today. Hopefully with reassurance it'll be good to go for whatever we expect of it. We've only driven it a couple blocks, but so far so good. And we're here at Awful House. We used to eat here when we lived just a few miles away in Bay City.
For now. Thank you. More coffee?
The food has come.
Saya, you want the hash browns solution?
I got my pork chops, eggs, and grits. Luke has his cheese. Zakium
Oh, he's already.
is almost done.
We haven't
He's
even
ready for
started.
thirds.
We even haven't
And
started.
Saya is going to have whatever these two will spare. Ha ha
You want
ha
some
ha.
grilled cheese, Saya? No, you're not having that. You want some?
We are sassified. People. Well, I did walk around a little bit, and then I moved, and now this looks like what I get to see of First Friday is just driving around. So yeah, it's always kind of nuts, and then during the week it's tumbleweeds. Let's see if we can make a right through here. Last time, well, the weather is beautiful. That's brought a lot of people out, and then there's a lot of stuff going on. And the last time the weather was beautiful, low humidity and a lot of stuff going on. I parked on the east side, and maybe I'll get to park over here on the west side. I don't know. I'm kind of in an area of the whole shebang that's not a lot of people. But if I try and go down the other area, it really gets messy fast. All right, let's see, what is this, 19th? Let's go back into it, into the belly of the beast. Fine. Sometimes you just gotta put the toys away and just try and enjoy and walk around a bit, and then sometimes you're on a mission. Road closed. Yeah, so is Mildred's. The pet store is closed. Crossroads Dentistry is closed. Pizza place. Here's where we used to hang out all the time. 18th Street and Wyandotte. Not much happening here. Not like when there was YJ's. YJ's was like the center of attention. And here's kind of the Hellsberg block. They own a lot of this whole corner, really. There looks like a party loft space up there going on. I've actually found plenty of places to park here. This is about the time you can start finding parking, but everything is wrapping up, so I think I'd be contented just to kind of drive around a bit. Try not to hit anything or anyone. Let's go down 18th Street here. I bet you that place over there is closed too. This area here is not as active as it once was. Town Topic is open, but we've already eaten our fill today. And you know, people will be very impatient. A lot of people driving around are bringing some different values to the equation that are not necessarily nice. Everything seems to have shifted to the east side. Yeah, a lot of the parking lots are opening up. There's people over there riding scooters around. Yeah, today we spent a lot of money to make sure our RV is roadworthy, and it's still not certain. And I'm getting tired of it. It's just ridiculous. There's a few things that are on the RV that are not quite kosher. One, I think they overfilled the oil, and two, the engine light is still on. People selling street art. I hope I don't get gigged for, like, I can hardly hear the music. I have the windows rolled up. The gimbal is sticking out of my sunroof, which I'm glad I got a car with a sunroof. Yeah, there's a Scientologist to the right, and the old Nelson Atkins, not Nelson Atkins, I'll think of it, the old Kansas City Star building. There's a gallery that's still going on over there. They're kind of a late night gallery. And a lot of this stuff out here is turned into brew pubs and restaurants and kind of like hipster joints, which I'm not super fond of. Here's Stretch's place, always busy. And I think it's all winding down and by art. And so we're just gonna cruise on home. You can kind of hear people yakking. Yeah, by the way, oh, there's an art gallery there. That's my friend's art gallery. She's still doing stuff art-wise, but a lot of things are. Coffee house right there that I like to go to, the Hawaiian themed. But you know, a lot of things are just it's art inspired, but anymore it's just an excuse to come out and walk around and see people. And it's not necessarily the best time to look at art. And this is 18th Street. So once you get out of it, you can cruise on down here and go see what's happening at 18th and Vine, which is the center of the Kansas City jazz universe. The Negro Leagues is getting their center going. But quite often, what ends up happening is you come down here and there's not a whole lot going on. At least not this time, maybe later on. But this is like the lazy man's tour of First Friday. I believe Alexander Austin had a Michael Jackson mural in that building there, and it got covered over by the owner. Don't know why. There's kind of a big gap between the Arts District and the 18th and Vine District. And if you want to walk, well, you have to think about walking back when everything is closed and you're about the only one out here, you and Lord knows who else. Maybe you walk with some friends. Yeah, there's something going on down here. Looks like. Lots of cars, at least. Let's cruise on through. Let's see if we can make it. Lots of cars. Like there's a car show. It looks like a Jeep show over that way. Jeeps. And speed humps, not speed bumps, but speed humps. That place there on the corner is now called the Corner, but it's not nothing going on there. It's the world famous Gem Theater marquee. And here's the Boone Theater, named after Willie Blind Boone. It's been stabilized some years back, but they haven't done anything with it. Oh, horses. Horse, of course, or maybe they're donkeys. I don't know. Oh, look at that Volkswagen. All right. Somebody trying to open their door. Somebody else opened their door. And up here is the world famous Mutual Musicians Foundation, which will open up later on tonight. Hopefully. And play music until dawn. So anyway, that reminds me I've got to come out here with my camera and get some footage for a project. And this is sort of the backside. There's still a work in progress. Club Mardi Gras. And a lot of these buildings here still need lots of help. And I think the Dixie Jam sign is gone. And hope it's being restored somewhere, taken care of. All right, that's the penny tour for the night. I did get out of the car and walk around a bit. I don't have anything to show for it. But, here's the Negro League's World Headquarters Museum. And one last look at 18th and Vine before we head home, get some gas, and get ready for tomorrow. Woo-hoo! We're giving this place a try for brunch. Now that is what I call a latte. It's never too late for a latte. Or is it never too latte for late? Coffee. It's a coffee in a soup bowl. Look about the place here. It says you say tomato. Or maybe it's you say tomato. Okay, that looks like a pizza, but that's the breakfast flatbread. And I got my hummus sandwich and soup, and these are the we're definitely sharing the biscuits and gravy. Yum. We are sassified. West Bottoms antiquing. I find this to be ironic. Is it really reduced? Is that the reduced price? Or is that the price of the sign reduced? Taking a breath. Love all the old buildings. Aunt Suyen is in this shop buying Saya a whole new wardrobe to give to Goodwill. Doggies waiting patiently. Dogs. Dogs. There's a camp. Wow. It's my favorite store.
Turn 1, 2, turn 3, 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, turn.
Retail.
Person.
We did the Costco run.